Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to my channel, d.vs.debt. This is D, and it's Transfer Tuesday, which means it's time to talk about my money moves. And I'm so excited because I literally just ran over here to set up because one of my money moves just got here in the mail. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the fact that I'm now selling things I created on Amazon. So I'll be doing a show and tell of my first item. And I'm hoping to do maybe once a week so that I don't overwhelm you all. We'll see, play it by ear. Then we're gonna do the investing challenge. So this one is from the Mommy Trader. This is her $1 a day investing challenge. And then you're gonna see my investing challenge where I invest in everything that I spend money at. And then we're gonna do the savings challenge for Thanksgiving. So lots of fun stuff planned. So let's go ahead and do one at a time. So my money move a while back was to open up an Etsy shop. Now that that's off and running and I'm very excited about how that's going, my next big move was to start selling on Amazon. So what I've been doing is creating little books. So for example, this is a 6x9 book. As you can see, there's a front, there's a back, and I feel so official, like, ooh, I have a barcode. I'm a big girl now. So this is something that I'm rolling out in phases. The first ones that I'm rolling out are checklist books. I've also rolled out a couple of composition books, and I'll do a quick scroll through so you guys can see what those look like. But this one is my own personal favorite for today. Obviously, the next one's gonna be my next favorite. Everyone's my favorite. It's like picking your own child. But I put this design together and I wanted to keep it flexible so that you all could use it however you like. So I love checklists. I use them to stay organized. I get a lot of satisfaction by checking something off. I actually go back, and even though I completed something, I'll put it on the list just so I can feel the satisfaction of checking it off. So I wanted to make sure you had plenty of room to write whatever task it is you wanted to do, and to do little side notes for yourself, because that's how I do it. I annotate little notes to myself. But you can set this up however you want. I like the fact that you can categorize it. So for example, let's say that this is what you're going to use for budgeting. Maybe this is to keep track of your sinking funds. Maybe it's to keep track of your investments and your dividends as they come in or as you buy a fractional share month by month. It's however you want to use it. Maybe it's homework. Like for me, I could list, like, in this class, these are my tasks. My other class, these are my tasks. So really, it's however you want to do it. It's completely wide open to interpretation. And I'm just so very proud and thrilled. And I was actually stalking the mail lady, waiting for her all day to get here with my package. And then as soon as she pulled up, I went running out there and tore open the package and was trying not to cry in public. But very excited for this. If you look in my Etsy shop, I do have a couple of items that do match up to this. I have a savings challenge, and I do have a cash envelope tracker where you categorize your ins and outs of your money for the envelope. So I wanted to kind of tie them together, but super excited. I also intentionally left this nice and big so that you can put letters in. So for example, maybe one little honeycomb per letter in your name, or for the year, or for whatever it is that you want to use this particular book for. So it's 100 pages, 6x9 inches. It's $5.25 on Amazon, so I'll be posting the link in my description box. And to be absolutely perfectly transparent, I get exactly $1 of per sale. So the notebook is $5.25, so the rest of it does go to Amazon. But I think for me, it's a huge step because Amazon is such a huge market. There's no way that I could set up shop in my little tiny town of 4,000 people and get the type of exposure that I would get through Amazon. So even though it's a teeny tiny little commission that I make per sale, I'm super excited and very hopeful about what direction this is going to go in. So right now, again, I've got checklist organizers, I've got composition notebooks, I've got planners coming, I'm working on a YouTube planner, just all kinds of good stuff coming down the road. And I'm hoping you'll be there for me on the ride to cheer me on. So that's my first major money move that I'm super duper excited about. The next one is gonna be my investment. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my CashApp to show you guys. I'm gonna be investing the $15 for the Walmart. So here's a ticker symbol for Walmart, WMT. So this is the first half of the Mommy Traders $1 a day investing challenge. Next week I'll do the second half and then I'll be done for the month. I'll also be taking along for my personal $1 investing challenge. Now I'm in CashApp, and that's what I use to do my investing for my savings challenges. So right now I'm buying $1 worth of share at every place that I spent money at over the course of the week that pays dividends. So for example, Valero, I got gas once this week, so I bought $1 worth of share. Dollar General, went there shopping once over the course of the week, so that gets its own dollar. And so I specifically pick shares that only pay dividends. For example, if I shop at Dollar Tree, I don't buy a share because their stock doesn't pay a dividend. So because CashApp has its own debit card, I like stocks that pay dividends because that gets deposited into my debit card. And I can use those dividends either to buy groceries and things like that, because you do get boosts with your card. Like for example, Starbucks right here that I'm buying $1 worth of share. With the CashApp, you can get a boost of 15% off when you shop at Starbucks using your CashApp card. So I do have a referral code for $5 off your first transaction of $5 or more if you're interested in the description box. But basically that's what I'm doing right now. $1 worth of Amazon because I bought there once over the course of the week. Now I'm about to start buying the places that I paid my bills at this month. So at the end of the month is when I have to pay my bills. So right now I'm scrolling around through the app trying to find the water company that I picked. It's not the one that serves my town, but it's one that I found that is a water company and that it pays a dividend. So I bought $1 worth of their share because I pay my water bill this week. The next one is going to be a gas company. Again, not the one that services me because I live in a tiny little town that nobody knows about. So I'm going to pick one that I just found on CashApp that has a dividend. In fact, the one that I picked pays a monthly dividend. So most stocks pay dividends every 3 months. Some of the ones I've purchased pay every month. So that's nice to get a monthly bit of money in my account, in my debit card every single month. All right, so now I am looking for my electric company. That one actually is the one that I use. So even though it's Pinnacle West Capital, they own APS, which is my electric provider. So I'm buying $1 worth of shares there because I just paid my bill with them. The next one is the most expensive one, but again, every single one gets $1. So to buy a full share of Cable One is over $1,000. But every month I just buy a fractional share, just one little dollar, but eventually it'll add up. If I'd started doing this years ago, I would own so many shares of all of these companies. Paid my cell phone bill, so I bought $1 worth of their shares. And now I'm gonna look for my credit card, so Chase. I charge all of my utility payments on my credit card, and then I turn around and pay it immediately so that I can earn rewards points and I don't have to pay interest. So that's kind of my little money move hack there. So because I paid my bill, there's $1 that I'm going to put towards Chase so that I can own a little bit more of them month by month. And now it's time to invest money in the companies that paid me dividends this month. So this particular company paid me a dividend. I rounded it up to $1 and reinvested it so that I can own more shares and get more dividends every month. So I'm doing a compound interest thing kind of action happening there. Same thing with the next company, that is Apple. That one gave me a dividend. So I'm turning right back around and reinvesting it so that I can get more dividends on down the road. And then the big one that I'm looking for now. This one I own a ton of shares in because I'm too chicken to actually own real estate. So I bought a bunch of real estate stock, a REIT. And so this one gave me $3.50 in dividends, but I rounded it up and I bought $4 more of fractional shares. The last one is the one that I'm doing for the Mommy Traders $1 a day investing challenge. So I just purchased $15 worth of shares in Walmart because that is half of the challenge for the month. Next week, I will be buying the other $15 in the ETF that she picked. And I just wanted to show you Starbucks as an example. In Cash App, you can actually buy stocks for other people. So for the last part, I'm going to go ahead and do my Thanksgiving savings challenge and see what I get today. This challenge is quickly coming to a close because there's only a couple of days left before Thanksgiving. So that means I only get a couple more tries at this. So let's see what's in store today. What do you think it's gonna be? Let me see what I picked. Oh, I just noticed. Ooh, wishbone, hooray, awesome. I just noticed, you can tell I've been eating Cheetos. Look at my fingers, how embarrassing is that? So yeah, these are what I call Cheeto fingers. So you know you're Mexican when your fingers are bright red, because I drenched my Cheetos in chamoy, which is this red stuff. So yeah, embarrassing. Look at my Cheeto fingers. And my little 50-cent manicure. These are little maple leaves, and the brown is supposed to be like wood grain. Doesn't really show through though, but what can you expect for 50 cents? So yay, wishbone. So let me go ahead and color a wishbone. They were in hiding, and now I guess they apparently decided to come out and play after making me cry all month because I was going broke with the turkeys. So there is my $5 bill. Let me go ahead and get my Stuff the Turkey envelope. Here's a 5. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 25, 30, 35, so $135. We'll see what the grand total is going to be, and then I have to decide what the heck I'm going to do with all this money, because honestly, this is a lot more money than I thought it was going to be. So I need to come up with something good for all that Thanksgiving action. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.